We're fleeing the urban life in droves for places like this.
Wow! This is the view from your garden.
Guys, you ready to get in the new house?
Yeah!
Let's go then!
Embracing the highs and lows for a country house and a better life.
What a transformation!
I don't think we've had a day off.
This is going to have to be rebuilt before we can use this room.
It's beautiful.
You've really made it home.
Fleeing their 9 million London neighbours, constant traffic, even a heliport. Meet Uzma and Matt Brandon, along with their 8-month-old son, Ajax. 7 months of lockdown in their tiny Wandsworth flat has pushed them over the edge. So, all being well, they're off to this amazing 4-bed property with an acre of land in rural Gloucestershire. But are they ready for such a big move?
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, Kate. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Come in.
Hi.
This is Uzma.
Hello. How are you?
And Ajax.
Hello. So, this is home.
Yes.
I can imagine an absolutely fantastic flat for a young professional couple.
Yeah, that's it. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But ever since Ajax came along and took away my desk space, it's got a bit small for us.
This is where we cook, this is where we have dinner, this is where Ajax plays, this is where we do our workouts. We do everything in this room, pretty much.
As for their 3 square metres of outdoor living, well, it reminds me just how stressful living in the city can be.
One of the big reasons for leaving is pollution, because we live so close to a main road. It's constantly busy.
To go for a walk around this area, we have to cross 6 lanes of traffic, or we've got to walk past a tip.
It's just not ideal, really, when you've got a young baby. We want to just wake up every day and feel happy to be where we are, which I don't think we do at the moment.
While Uzma's on maternity leave from her job as a civil servant, Matt works from home as an IT consultant. Though being a country boy at heart, he can't wait to escape the rat race.
Well, I am ecstatic that the new adventure's nearly upon us. I can't wait to move. I'm originally from just outside of Worcestershire, but I now want to give Ajax a chance to live in a place that I was able to grow up in as well.
He's also desperate to get his hands dirty and become a man of wood.
I'm not the greatest handyman in the world, but trying to build a kitchen table and then trying to maybe even build some of the kitchen chairs, that's something that I'd be very interested in.
But while Matt's raring to go, this city girl's a little more cautious.
I feel a bit sick, just thinking about it. I really struggle to sleep in pitch black. I just find it really scary. It's really bad to admit that at my age, but sadly, it's a sad truth.
And she has another concern, known as bovinophobia. Or, to you and me, she's terrified of cows.
I think that's going to be quite freaky for me.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've said that. I admitted that on camera, but that's good.
And why Gloucestershire?
I think we always knew that when we started a family, we would want to move out to the country.
And I'm guessing that Ajax will be your social secretary before long.
One of my biggest worries, I suppose, is being in the countryside where there is a lot less diversity than we're used to in London.
Yeah.
I really want Ajax to not feel like he's different from everyone else.
Yeah, I get that.
Despite Uzma's nervousness, they found this gorgeous 4-bedroom home in Elmore. It's surrounded by green fields, has fabulous views and a river much quieter than the Thames.
When we saw it, I just felt this emotional connection with it because I thought about Ajax. It just made me feel really happy to think that he could grow up there in such beautiful surroundings.
It's also got a kind of a row of very run-down outbuildings at the moment, which will give us a gym and a bit of a craft room for Uzma as well.
Fantastic. You are going to have so much fun.
Now juggling 2 mortgages instead of 1, the Brandons are leaving their London flat worth around £600,000 and have bought for £592,500, giving them almost 3 times as much space and, even more impressive, an acre of land.
Where are you at? Is this place sold?
We're not actually going to sell this flat.
Okay.
So we're lucky enough to have managed to get together a deposit with some help from family. So we're going to keep this place and rent it out, and hopefully it will be a bit of a pension pot for us in the future.
Such a wonderful thing to do if you're able to do it. Big thanks to the Bank of Mum and Dad, then.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Matt and Uzma also want to lead a cheaper, more sustainable way of life, with everything from solar energy to growing their own veg. Hopefully.
I tend to kill all my indoor plants, so it would be quite nice to try something outdoors and see if maybe I can grow something outdoors.
Doesn't bode well, that, does it?
I think I am as excited and apprehensive about this move as Matt and Uzma are. They genuinely need more space. But I think they are taking quite a big leap into the dark, and I just hope they're ready for it.
3 weeks later, it's moving day.
It's quite a big challenge moving with a baby, I'd say. Matt's working. He's not been much help, if I'm honest. It does feel very emotional to be going, because in the country we're just not going to see anybody because we're so remote.
Despite appearances, Mum's convinced Ajax is stressed too.
He's feeling a bit unsettled with lots of people in the house. He can sense something is going on, and that's getting him a bit riled up. He's just very overwhelmed. I mean, I'm overwhelmed, so he must be overwhelmed.
You're okay. You're doing well.
Yeah.
As for Matt, well, having spent the last 9 years in London, he couldn't be more excited.
I'm not going to miss that sound of trains going past.
No.
Though while emotions are definitely mixed,
Ajax's first bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I guess.
ready or not, it's a new country life for the Brandons.
Oh, so sad.
Next, starting over is never easy.
Absolutely pouring with rain, so that's all a bit strange.
Go on, girls, go on.
It's terrifying me. The fact that they're running towards me right now.
The Brandons have swapped Wandsworth for Gloucestershire and an old farm that's been parcelled up into different homes, making them the proud owners of 1 acre and this enormous house.
Should we go in?
Let's go in, come on.
Offering almost 3 times more space than they had in the city, Uzma, Matt and Ajax finally have a kitchen that's actually a separate room.
Oh, look, happy new home.
Nice.
As well as 4 big bedrooms and 3 reception rooms.
This is about as big as our whole flat, isn't it?
It is as big as our whole flat.
The fireplace is massive.
Oh, it's lovely. It's hard to believe that we're not going back to London now. Like, this is it.
Like that we're not just here on holiday.
Yeah, this is a one-way trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your new house.
It's the first morning of the Brandons' new country life.
A chaotic day on the go.
Ajax woke up in the night, and then after that I was quite unsettled. So,
Were you?
Yeah. It just felt all a bit strange.
A bit strange. We've also got this knocking where the extractor fan used to be, so we could hear that throughout the night.
It's like the worst day of the year. We're absolutely pouring with rain, so that is making an absolute racket today.
Not the best of starts, but this little guy didn't notice a thing. And even through the rain, there's no denying these views beat London hands down.
Is it nice to look out on all the flowers?
Waking up this morning and looking out the window, you can just see lovely countryside, and that was actually really nice.
If you've got your eye on this part of the world, let's just say it's the Cotswolds in all but name, but without a celebrity price tag to match. Though if you do fancy living in the quaintest of villages, well, look no further than King Stanley with its village green, traditional pub and this Cotswold stone cottage. Here there's character, an inglenook fireplace and plenty of square footage, including a conservatory, fabulous dining room and 4 double bedrooms, all surrounded by a mature garden for £495,000. Or if you're keen on a period property, how about this stunning Grade 2 listed home in Apperley? It boasts the wow factor of exposed beams and has a shed load of living space. Spread over 3 floors, there's a separate dining room, study and 4 bedrooms. There's even a barn as big as Matt and Uzma's entire flat, just begging to be converted. The price tag, $530,000. Though, if you're someone who loves to entertain, then this charming cottage in Wainloads Hill might be just the place to call home. Once again, there's character, oak beams and 4 gorgeous bedrooms. But, drum roll please, how's this for a kitchen? And post-dinner party, your guests can stay the night in your garden studio out the back, all for $588,000. Clearly, the Brandons have chosen a great place to start their new country life. And already they have ambitious plans.
It's not tall enough. It needs to be taller. Well, we need to clear it out to start with. Or a shed. We need a shed.
Do we need a shed?
Yeah, a potting shed. Or maybe I have 2 greenhouses.
Though as someone renowned for killing every plant she touches, Uzma's using her maternity leave to test the water.
I think bulbs is something that I could probably handle. Seems fairly straightforward.
But more importantly, I want to know how this family is adjusting to life in what Uzma describes as the middle of nowhere.
3 weeks ago, Matt, Uzma and their little boy Ajax swapped the Thames for the Severn and a very small London flat for this lovely house in the Gloucestershire countryside.
Talk about night and day.
Look at this house. It's so pretty. It's like a doll's house, isn't
Oh,
it?
that's very kind of you. It's very different to the flat anyway, isn't it?
Very, very different from the flat. Can we start by having a look around your grounds?
Not quite as grand as that, but yes, yeah, of course we can.
Not only is there an acre of land, there's also that row of outbuildings making Matt all the more determined to take up carpentry.
So, from what I remember, you were thinking home office?
Yes, maybe a gym, maybe a workshop for me as well.
Well, they've got the space.
I found out it's very squeaky, so...
Oh, OK.
There we
Oh,
go.
but useful space.
Yeah, currently just a bit of storage for a borrowed lawnmower and a bike that
Right.
I've not ridden since I've got here.
Keen to start renovating pretty much yesterday.
Oh, gosh, it goes on, though, doesn't it?
And then 2 pigsties.
Matt also wants to install solar panels so they can generate their own power. And there's even more work out the back, from the derelict greenhouses to this, half an acre of bramble.
Now, I know Uzma particularly was very keen on growing veg and that kind of thing.
Open to some debate at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of want a little football pitch in there instead. But
I think I need to go and have a chat with your lovely wife.
Because for what it's worth, being south-facing, I think a veg garden is definitely the way to go.
Now, Matt has already said about a football pitch.
Oh, God.
that's what we're having in
That
the garden.
look says it all.
There's going to be a bit of compromising, isn't there?
You said about a donkey sanctuary yesterday
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. A donkey sanctuary.
Being lucky enough to have so much space, it would be nice to be able to do something good for animals who are mistreated.
Have you actually ever looked after any animals?
No, I haven't. No.
And let's not forget, this is the woman who's a little wary of our four-legged friends, especially cows.
And the thing is, every time I speak to someone about it, everyone's got a story to tell about how they know someone who died from being attacked by a cow, which is not helpful. So it just adds to my worry.
Something Uzma's desperate to overcome, for Ajax's sake.
How about you, Uzma? Have there been any kind of regrets?
I've definitely had the feeling of have we done the right thing? But we've received, the warmest of welcomes from our neighbours.
Everyone's been so friendly. Two of the girls down the road have already been volunteered for babysitting duties, which is excellent news for us. I'd almost say that we've got a better relationship in 3 weeks with our neighbours here than we did in London in 5 years.
Music to my ears. Though, and I'm being super serious here, Uzma needs to combat her fears, as a phobia of cows or any other animal will hold her back from enjoying this new life, and it could impact on Ajax as well.
When you get cows that are quite inquisitive, I just don't know whether they feel threatened and might, attack. And in certain instances, I've just turned around and walked back.
I've taken the liberty of speaking to Ollie, who's got the dairy farm just down the road, and he said, well, bring her up. Come and meet the cows. How does that sound?
That sounds really good. I think if I can learn more about it, I think it's only going to be positive. So, yeah.
Brilliant.
Our next stop, Bar House Farm, where Ollie, a third-generation farmer, and his fiancée Grace have a nice sideline in making gelato.
This is Uzma, who's your new neighbour.
Thanks to a herd of 180 cows, all here to help our city girl overcome her bovinophobia.
So, thank you so much for being our cow whisperers.
Not a worry.
Today. Now, Uzma finds cows a little bit daunting. Does she have reason to be nervous, Grace?
I think when I first got to know them, they're just like great big dogs, really. They're so sweet, yeah. And they love a scratch.
Which is all the encouragement I need.
Hello, you. Hello.
They've got the most wonderful tongues.
It's also a perfect opportunity for Uzma to tackle a surprisingly common fear.
If you just put your hand out, let her have a sniff, let her come to you.
Oh, can hear a sniff.
Lovely, yeah.
Oh, a lick. Oh, lovely lick.
You're obviously wearing wonderful hand cream.
There we are.
Wow, okay.
So is that the first time you've been this close to a cow?
Yes, that is the first time I think I've touched a cow, yeah.
Right. And?
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah. It gives me a bit more confidence.
Yeah.
In that case, time to put Uzma in the field.
Go on, girls. Go on. Up, up.
Literally, though I promise there is nothing to fear.
Will they really come to your call, Ollie?
Yeah. They're probably used to being fed, so they're lured.
It's terrifying me. The fact that they're running towards me right now.
Fortunately, your average dairy cow is used to us humans and pretty friendly.
So if I was to go walking through a field like this and the cows came running towards me, what would be the signs I should worry and probably look to get out of the fields?
I mean, anything that startles them
Yeah.
could cause them grief.
Yeah. Okay.
especially if they're spooked and surprised.
Just speak to them. Just say, "Okay, girls, hello, all right."
Right.
And then they know you're there.
Yeah.
They know you're not a threat.
Yeah.
Cattle can pick up on how you're feeling. It's amazing. If you're moving cattle and they can sense you're stressed out, and they're more likely to be, skitty.
And that fear will project onto them, and then they think, crikey, what's she worried about?
Yeah.
And should we be worried about it too?
But should Uzma ever feel she's in danger, Grace has a strategy for that too.
Big voice, big arms, away, away, just shouting at them, whatever. They will run away.
That's good to know.
It is, I mean, you have to basically just put on your best sort of school mum voice, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
It's like, now will you not behave?
Yeah.
And they all look at you like,
Okay.
really?
With Uzma feeling a little less anxious, and yours truly happy to demonstrate how lovely these girls really are,
Oh, that's nice.
I think we're ready to up the ante yet again.
Oh, they're so cute.
Is it feeding time, Grace?
I think it is.
How would you like to feed a calf?
I will give it a try.
It's official. Uzma, welcome to country life.
Much stronger than I thought. It's like pulling it off me.
Could you have imagined just a few short months ago when you were in your flat in Wandsworth that you would be hand feeding calves?
Absolutely not. This is really a new experience for me.
Good one?
Definitely, yeah. I feel like it's really helping me to adjust to country life.
Fabulous. Mission accomplished.
I think you lot proved to be rather good ambassadors for your species, didn't you? Yes, you did. I just loved today. I loved seeing Uzma growing in confidence. I think she's rather taking to country life, despite herself.
Next, as winter comes to an end, the Brandons knuckle down to country life.
I really miss London, actually. Matt is a different story. So, for me, keeping anything alive is a challenge. I'm amazed that they've gotten this far.
While the Brandons moved to Gloucestershire for a slower pace, with Ajax being the key to this move, the last 4 months have flown. So far, he's had his first experience of snow.
Gonna like ice cream.
Yeah.
Spoken his first words.
Well done.
And celebrated his first birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Ajax.
And a bit of chocky.
Meanwhile, Mum's still struggling.
It's taken me a bit of time to adjust to life in the countryside. I think Matt is a different story. For me, I really miss London, actually.
Making the transition even tougher for Uzma, she's spent most of her time here on maternity leave and in lockdown.
Has felt a little bit kind of lonely and isolated, not being able to have friends and family come and visit us. And we had to actually spend Christmas in isolation as well because Ajax had a bit of a temperature.
But having made the bold move from city to country, today Uzma's on another journey. From serial killer of indoor plants to being someone with green fingers.
So the guys are here today laying the foundations for the new greenhouse. It is really, really cold today. I think they're calling it the Beast from the East 2, so I do feel sorry for them, but they're doing a great job, so I'm quite impressed.
The ultimate aim is to grow all of their own veg, though this city girl's taking baby steps.
It might take some time because I don't have the best history with plants, so I think this first year is about kind of testing, developing my understanding of what to do, and just trying it out, really.
Determined to live a more sustainable life, the greenhouse is just the beginning. Like 900,000 other homes across Britain, including my own, Matt and Uzma also want to go solar and generate their own electricity, starting with their outbuildings.
Oh, that good old squeaky door.
Though with no idea of what's possible, I'm introducing them to Lee Meek, who specialises in solar panels and heat pumps.
How difficult is it to introduce eco-technology to a kind of mishmash of quite old buildings like this?
Well, the difficulty is actually making the building efficient. Insulation's key on any project and obviously for running costs.
And while that alone could be a big job, once insulated, both heat and hot water could be provided by this innovation, an air source heat pump. It draws air from outside and heats it with amazing efficiency. They could then store the power they're creating in a battery and save a fortune.
It could possibly cost you about 32 pence a day to run.
Wow.
And all of those technologies together, in summer months, you could be 99% self-powered.
Which would be brilliant. That's exactly what we're looking for.
All in, Matt and Uzma are looking at around £20,000, and that's on top of their renovation costs. But depending on the technology they install, government subsidies could help ease the burden. Though before they make such a huge decision, we're off on a road trip.
Fantastic looking building, isn't it?
Lovely.
To this eco-friendly home, which has the very kit Lee's been talking about, from the solar panels
So warm.
down to the plant room where all the tech is stored.
So whatever energy you're generating feeds your house. Any excess energy then will go into the battery to be stored for use when the sun goes down.
It's so much smarter and smaller than I thought it would be as well.
From your experience, what do you think the savings generally are?
You're looking at 65% to 80% saving on an annual basis.
Okay.
Wow, that's huge.
From our perspective, that seems like a good investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all thanks to this, a premium heat pump, which creates around 4 times as much energy as it uses.
Oh, it sort of looks like a big exterior air conditioning unit.
It does.
It is, it's very similar to an air conditioner. It just works in the opposite way.
Turning ambient air into central heating and hot water, it also boasts 0 emissions.
So this is basically a magic box. That's what you're telling me.
It does a lot of things with a minimum amount of energy.
So now you've sort of seen the kit, learned the financial implications of it. What are your feelings?
I feel really excited about it, actually, and I'm keen to learn more and how we can potentially even incorporate it into the main house as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, I think, made us both want to press ahead with it.
Brilliant. Well, I'll hold the ladder.
Excellent.
As spring approaches, the Brandons make the most of the better weather. Ajax, now at nursery school, is on a constant voyage of discovery.
Cookie. A doggy. And a horse. Wow.
Matt's embracing his love of all things country. And Uzma, she's gone back to work as a civil servant 3 days a week, and like Matt, is working remotely. Their only complaint, going in and out of lockdown, has made it hard to start on their renovation plans or make new friends. So I'm thinking, 2 birds, 1 stone. Why not help Matt realise his ambition of learning carpentry and creating his very own country dining table?
Come on in, Matt.
Thank you.
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
How are you, Harry?
Something traditional furniture maker Harry Morris is only too happy to help with.
Is interested in a bit of woodworking, aren't you?
I am, yeah. Uzma's got a few projects for me in and around the house.
You're in the right place.
You've made this beautiful thing here.
Yeah, it's my blanket chest.
That's absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm guessing that Matt isn't going to be able to make one of these by the end of today.
Not today. Not today, but be no time. No time you'll be cutting dovetails like that, I promise.
Though first and foremost, to make furniture, you need the right tools for the job, like a circular saw, a jigsaw for cutting curves, and of course, a plane.
This is a number 4. This will do most of your work, and for the first 3 years of me woodworking, that was all I had. One of the most important tools, but I'll probably say that about all of them.
And as the most versatile of tools, it's the one Matt is going to have to learn to use first.
I want to be applying a little bit of pressure down on the front, and then as you get to about here, you want to transfer that pressure to your backhand.
Okay.
Something easier said than done.
There you go.
That's something. If you just point your index finger on the side of the blade, that's going to just give you a little more balance.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a lot of practice for me.
Meanwhile, there's a few other essentials Matt needs in his toolbox.
Get a pencil and keep it sharp, some sort of knife, some sort of ruler, and a square. So I have a 45-degree and a 90-degree here, carpenter's mallet, and your classic driving nails hammer.
And last, but not least, a bench chisel.
The reason they're called bench chisels is because they live on the bench most of the time, because they're so useful.
So we've got, Matt, I think, a list of basic tools, not as long as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's definitely not as long as I thought, albeit I've not got those tools.
Matt also needs to master the basics, which is where tutor Ali Vilarkin comes in.
I'm going to try to get you to make this toolbox.
Excellent.
As your first project.
Wow.
Just gently push the saw forward. A little bit less pressure down on the saw, just literally like you're playing pool in the pub. Just swing your arm backwards and forwards. Perfect.
But there is one other thing Matt really needs to know.
Okay, so reach over and support the wood as you get to the end of the saw.
To avoid the splitting from happening.
Uzma has got a list of jobs for you, as long as her arm. How are you feeling about getting those jobs done now?
Thinking that might take maybe the rest of my life.
While Matt's not feeling overly confident, it's amazing the difference even a little practice can make.
Kind of getting there, kind of starting to work.
And if he can master a toolbox, well, a dining table's definitely possible.
I think I'm going to leave him here. He might go home with a three-piece suite.
One day I'll be able to carry on the rest of my projects.
Over the next few months, lockdown makes getting the builders in very tricky. But they have managed to clear their half-acre of brambles and weeds. Meanwhile, the debate of football field versus veggie garden rages on. Speaking of which, Uzma really is going rural. She even has her own strimmer.
This is my new toy, just to kind of get the garden under control, and I'm loving it so far. It's lots of fun. It's quite hard to believe when I look back at what I used to do in London and struggling to keep houseplants alive.
Which brings us to Uzma's next revelation. As a test run for growing veg, she's been dabbling in flowers.
So I'm growing some stocks and some Ami Majus and some sweet peas. Although for me, keeping anything alive is a challenge. So I'm amazed that they've gotten this far.
And with the new greenhouse finally being finished today, her next goal is self-sufficiency.
The greenhouse is very much my domain, I think. But I can see Matt's excited today that it's going up, so I think he'll be in there as well. And Ajax, of course.
Though after 6 months of living in the middle of nowhere, are the Brandons in love with country life?
Your dream come true.
It is, it is.
Or is the pull of London just too strong?
How has this transition been for you?
Very lonely sometimes. I think the biggest thing I miss are my friends.
When I first met Uzma, Matt and their young boy Ajax, they were living in a small, cramped flat. They now have a 4-bedroom house with plenty of land and views to die for.
For the Brandons, an IT consultant and a civil servant, swapping London for rural Gloucestershire is all about giving their son the best possible start.
Ajax, do you want to help Mummy pick some flowers?
Flowers.
But while Matt's a country boy at heart, Uzma's had to conquer her fears. Add lockdown plus a brutal winter to the mix, and I'm desperate to know how this city girl is finding country life.
Hello, lovely.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Look at you, the gardener. You haven't grown all these, have you?
Yes, I have, yeah.
That is so impressive. I'm sure you said to me you weren't very green-fingered. Well, you look very green-fingered to me.
Well, I'm not sure I still am, but I'm giving it a go.
And this is a woman who's killed pretty much every indoor plant she's ever touched.
So how has this transition been for you? Because it's a big one.
I wouldn't say it's been the easiest to uproot ourselves completely and move to somewhere where we don't have that many connections and it's hard to make them because of lockdown. That's been really difficult. You know, there's a lot of emotion attached to moving. There have been times over the last 6 months where I have felt a bit down and I've lost my confidence a bit and sort of questioned our move. That's something I'm still battling with.
When you say the emotional aspect, is that missing friends, missing routine?
I think it's all of those things, isn't it? Those little things are what kind of make your life. So when you... Oh, God, sorry. I feel a bit emotional and I don't want to cry.
I want to give you a hug so badly. I'm sending you a big hug over this socially distant flower bed.
There's just a lot of happy memories. And it can feel just very lonely sometimes. And I think the biggest thing I miss are my friends.
Meanwhile, the family member who's had the easiest adjustment to country life is Ajax. Now at nursery school 3 days a week, he's thriving.
In London, there were very limited things that we could do and we had very limited space, whereas here we have such a variety of things. Tractor. He's talking now, so he knows the words of the animals, which I think is just amazing.
And I know one of your big concerns about moving to the countryside was a lack of diversity, and of, you know, people thinking you don't fit in. Have you had any experience of that?
Not at all, actually. No, I feel a bit silly having, you know, worried about it so much. The community here has done everything they can to sort of help us settle in. No awkward questions. There's no, where are you really from? It's been really lovely.
I'm just so admiring of what you've done.
Aww.
And you've done it for your boy, I know.
When I look to the future, I can really see us like having an amazing home here and really loving our life. It's just, that's not where we are yet. But it's a learning curve, isn't it?
I love this girl.
As for Matt, life in Gloucestershire seems just as he imagined. An easier pace of life and a big power tool in his hand.
Matt!
OK, hello!
Your dream come true.
It is, it is.
Amazing. So the woodworking workshop that we went to has clearly inspired.
I'm not sure how happy the artisan that we spoke to would be with what I'm doing at the moment, but yes.
His current project is to restore this garden bench to its former glory.
Do you want me to try and get the slats off while you're doing the proper manly stuff?
Well, that would be absolutely perfect if you could help with that.
I'll see what I can, I'll see what I can do.
Absolutely.
While it's a job that requires more skill than I have to offer, it's nothing compared to Matt's more ambitious projects. Everything from renovating their 4-bedroom home to converting the stables.
You had lots of plans to do stuff with the outbuildings. Doesn't look like you've done anything yet.
Not quite yet. We have had an architect out to look at them.
OK.
And he started to draw up some plans.
Is he going to be able to incorporate your wish to do the kind of the eco-friendly approach?
He's certainly incorporated as part of the design so far solar panels, and he's got a pump room.
How about the house?
We've done slightly less on the house. We have decorated one room so far, which is Ajax's room, so it's kind of an important one. But in all honesty, we've had a real tough time trying to get builders during lockdown.
Your big incentive for moving was obviously the lack of space, and particularly with you having to work from home. Has being here made a big difference to that?
Yeah, it's made an absolutely massive difference to us. Whereas in London, we were all in one room. Uzma was trying to look after Ajax and keep him quiet while I was on the call.
And of course, this move was as much for Ajax as it was for anybody.
Yeah, it's been brilliant for him. His first word was actually sheep, because we've got sheep right next to us. They're our next door neighbours, being followed pretty quickly by cow and tractor.
It sounds like you're raising a proper country boy.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
While the benefits of country life are easy to see, it takes courage and hard work to start over. So I want to know, do they think it's been worth it?
So, on balance, despite the significant ups and downs, have you done the right thing?
Yes. I think we would have regretted it always had we not done this.
It's just made me feel so much more relaxed. I'm definitely more of a country boy than I am a city boy.
It feels like you've kind of come home in a way.
And what about Uzma? Because obviously it has been a hard transition for her.
Yeah, you get the days like last weekend when the strimmer came. And that was the best day in the world. And honestly, it's all worth it for the smiles that you get from Uzma.
Yeah, the strimmer was great fun. My new toy.
But Uzma's newfound love of the great outdoors isn't the only revelation. After leaving behind their London flat, valued at around £600,000, the Brandons' new and improved home is worth roughly the same. And while tenants will cover the mortgage in Wandsworth, here in Gloucestershire, less equity means a bigger mortgage and an extra £650 a month. But they've upgraded from a tiny balcony to an acre of land, 2 bedrooms to 4, and triple the living space. Plus, they'll gain another 2 rooms once they've invested £70,000 in renovating the rundown outbuildings, and a new heat pump could potentially save them hundreds of pounds a year in energy costs. And they're saving serious cash on everything from travel to nursery fees. But best of all is the family's newfound quality of life.
I walk out the door with Ajax to go for a walk, and we're surrounded by beautiful countryside, and we get to stop and chat with our lovely neighbours. In London, you'd be greeted with, you know, fumes from all the cars and sirens, which would scare him, and you didn't really stop to chat with anybody.
And long term?
With Ajax growing up, it's just going to be brilliant for him to run around the garden. We've had many debates about whether it's a little green for a golf, a little par 3 in the paddock, or if it's a football pitch or cricket pitch. I think Uzma's...
We'd agreed on a cricket pitch.
We've agreed on a cricket pitch.
And now we're changing it again.
Multi-use sports pitch.
While this is an argument that may never be settled, it's clear to me this is a family that wanted a better life, and most days they've found it.
Dreaming of living in the countryside is the easy bit. Actually doing it can be a lot harder than anyone imagines. And I think for Matt and Uzma, it has been a really big change and a big adjustment from their former life. They are finding their feet one step at a time.
Next time, meet the Falconers, a couple with big dreams.
Had the weddings in here.
And then the alpacas through there, our babies.
Helped by retired parents.
Nobody ever died of hard work, did they? I think.
They're jacking in their jobs for a supposedly simpler life.
There's been a bit of a reality check for us.